The other thing that we're rolling out here, and I put in their tentative deadline, we're still working out this, is our Fix API. So Fix API, this is an immensely important piece of technology. Now, if you know anything about finance, you'll know that Fix APIs are kind of a commodity. They're a piece of technology that's been around for a while. But in the crypto world, they are still very rare. And when we talk about liquidity, of course, we talk about the World Book and all that kind of stuff, and everybody's excited about that. But this old commoditized technology, Fix, turns out to be a very big piece in increasing our liquidity. Now, why? And that is because all of these traditional finance players who are interested in coming in, and all of these third-party liquidity providers, they all want to come to us with Fixed API. So I'll give you an example of a group I just talked to. There's a group out of Hong Kong. They have a fairly big metals trading business. So they're a retail group that offers markets for various metals, so gold against USD, euro, etc., Hong Kong dollar, and they're offering their clients crypto, right? But of course, they want a Fix API. So by enabling a Fix API, what suddenly happens is all of this liquidity, this retail liquidity, suddenly becomes matchable against the World Book. So everybody kind of has this image of us going out to existing exchanges. But I want you to understand and be really excited by this Fix API, because what's happening is we're now just giving ourselves a kind of a gateway for all these people who want to enter the crypto world to immediately sign up with us and just get enabled. So Fix is a standard protocol. It's a fairly simple piece. Once it's done once, it's going to really enable this. And what I think is going to happen is a lot of retail groups. So we've been approached by, I think, I can't count them on two hands, literally. I'm pretty sure we're above 10, and we're probably above 15 different separate groups who are in some way a retail group who would like to offer crypto. And so what we're offering there through this Fix API is suddenly they have the ability to completely offer all of our pairs to them, and vice versa. That liquidity pool will become available for us. So, we don't talk about it much in the paper. We do mention the Fix API, but it's a really critical component. Okay, so let's move on. Q3 of 2018. Full financial and technical infrastructure T+1. So as I mentioned, we are laying the groundwork in terms of financial infrastructure. That means setting up bank accounts. We're just in the process of finalizing some of these. We had some great meetings in the last few weeks with some people who are providing these T+1 settlement procedures and the entire infrastructure there. And what we're looking through it for is by the end of Q3 to have almost all of this enabled. So if we have all of these pieces in place, what that allows us to do is to go to all of our liquidity partners, our third-party exchanges. So one that we've already announced a partnership with is Bitfinex. As an example, they are currently working with this same bank. So that's an example of somebody where we can work with them. We can mitigate the counterparty risk. They may want to mitigate the counterparty risk against us. But once we have that in place, we go to a T+1 settlement. Suddenly, we have the ability to take our existing balance sheet and ramp it up and add a tremendous amount of liquidity there, right? Finally, Q1 2019, we're aiming at the prime brokerage and custodial. I'm not going to talk too much about that. Still a lot to be put in place there, okay? So hopefully that gives everybody a pretty good idea of what we're doing here.